Up next, the Bulls taking on the Hornets. For the Bulls, a win moves them into 6th place, League One. They continue to stand out as one of the game's top teams. Hornets, Bulls is next, right after this.
Yes, yes, y'all. You don't stop. KRS-One. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. For the money on market schemes. Complete packages pushing dreams to the fiends. A dope MC is a dope MC. Get your market scene. I'm not the run of the mill, 'cause for the mill I don't run. Yes, yes, y'all. You don't stop. KRS-One. Rock on. Yes, y'all.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation. Only 5 games left in the season. Let's quickly take a look at how the playoff field is going to stack up out east. Taking a look at Charlotte. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly a bills for the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And of course, Chicago, right in second place.
See where Chicago is. They've been ruthless competitors all season long. I mean, they've assured themselves of plenty of home games in the postseason. See if they can take advantage.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Porter is out there with Miller. Then it's MP. Then it's Ball. And it's Ford in at the center position. And for Chicago, they've got Trey Mann. Hands out there with Williams. And it's Mitchell. And it's McCain in at the small forward position. The three-point shot, so important in today's NBA. And a major part of the game plan, Greg, for both of these teams.
And we can expect to see a high volume of shots from beyond the arc in this one. I'm looking for whichever squad is able to create more havoc and throw the opposing shooters off their rhythm.
And so the Charlotte Hornets get the first points of the ball game. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. Team foul. On the wing, Mitchell. Ball with the rebound. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Here's Porter. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Porter's got his second bucket of the night.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
Williams finds Mitchell. Out to Nance. It's a nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's McCain. Covered by Miller. 3 on the clock. Here's Mann. And the Bulls with another miss. Here's MP. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Nice slash by MP right there. Love when he takes the initiative.
The Bulls have gone 0-3 from the field to start the game. Back to McCain. And so just over a minute and a half play. And Mitchell gets it to go.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their fourth shot of the game.
Here's Miller. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, this offense is off to an outstanding start. They're communicating, executing, and finding great shots.
Here's McCain. Last game with 30 points. Williams passes to Mann. The Bulls need to get a shot. And then shoots it in.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jim and Butler as well. But the results haven't been good. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not when you want to leave open.
And that one's good by Porter.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. And it's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
And the foul called on MVP. Enzo MV will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, great three-point shooting is so often what swings a game these days. When they're rolling from outside, they're tough to beat.
Houses out there at Pollard. And there's Mobley. And it's Gibson in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last game against the Wizards was tremendous. He scored 21 points and his passing was incredible with all of those assists. Just a fantastic night for him. God, he wants to have every night, I'm sure. Guys?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. But they won that game because of his effort and just his overall.
Yeah, we're likely to see him go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg. Everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow it to clean look.
Here's Powell. No scoring in this one. Out left to the wing. Over to the left wing. Tipped away. And stolen by MP. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You know, guys, there's really no substitute for the effort MP brings.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin. And you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man. And I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Sensational drive by MP. The D pretty much had no choice but to foul.
Free throw good, MP. And both free throws good for MP.
I'm sure they don't want to sit into the line. That has to be in their scouting.
Here's Mobley. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And really, the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle skills for the Hornets.
Well, the coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them. The team has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Pass to House. A three. Good on the triple. has got the game tied up here for Chicago.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. Starts the pass to MP. There's Miller with the three. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. And that's 13 points from Brandon Miller. We look it over. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter, with about 3 minutes gone by. Clock at 6. Here's McCain. And Chicago scoring again.
He can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Outside Porter. MP outside. Miller outside. No good from outside.
Well, defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Pass to McCain. And Miller with the block. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. From downtown. Ford makes good. Ford's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
Mobley outside. Pass to Gibson. Over Ford. Oh, good from Gibson.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
And the pass by MP.
Embracing the physicality, MP is unhindered by the aggressive D inside.
Now here's Gibson. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Banked in off the glass. Gibson's got his second basket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Starks, takes the Porter. Charlotte moving it around. There's Miller with the three. Has it from downtown. Miller's got the lead up to 6 now for Charlotte.
And things starting to click from three-point land. Nothing in the first quarter, but he's hit 3 triples here in the second.
Here's McCain. And it's good, 2 points. McCain's got 4 points in the quarter.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game was just far too easy.
MP kicks the Porter. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. 3. Porter's got 9.
Just sensational form and touch on display from Porter. When he gets any room to shoot from me, he's looking to fire.
Here is House. 5 points in the game. Here's McCain. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. You know, very few players in the league, Stan, can put up points with the ease that Michael Porter Jr. can do.
One of the prettiest shots in the league, Kevin. He's got great size. He's got that high release, and he gets it off quick. When he's shooting it well, he can take over a game.
And he rebounds well, too. He does other things in addition to scoring.
Well, that's where he's really improved, doing those other things.
Let's go from 14. A nice shot by McCain. He's got 12.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And for sure, he is just losing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Mobley outside. Pass to McCain. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. Gets it. Here's McCain. Covered by MP.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Daniels comes in for starts. Here's a look at some of the stats for him.
And the past 10 games have been all about his work on the boards. He's been a different guy when it comes to rebounding. He's battling like he hadn't been earlier in the year, and it's great to see that kind of hustle.
Now, here's Mitchell. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Williams sets a screen for Mitchell. And again, no good by Chicago. Hornets lead by 11.
Mitchell. First personal foul. 13 foul.
On defense, the Bulls. It's Miller on the wing. Porter, a screen on Williams. Again, the Hornets score.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Chicago has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Man gets the bucket.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Charlotte has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. And now let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck. The breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Now, here's MP. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Washington. On the wing, Daniels. Pass to MP. Just 5 on the clock. Miller, that's for 2. His first shot coming late. And there's Daniel. That's good on the assist by Miller. Daniels just got his first basket. Bulls trail by 13. Now, here's Mitchell. 20 points for him last game against Toronto.
Yeah, you see this with a lot of great scores. When they're putting up big nights, a lot of times it's because they're making a lot of free throws.
Shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
Here's Mann. That's good. That evens things up for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
And he comes up with the deuce. Miller's got 24.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Here we go.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also putting the offense in. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
Porter with the screen for Miller. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Bulls trail by 14. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Mann. Wilkins against Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Williams with the 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, and for a coach, seeing your schemes clicking like that is very rewarding.
Here's Mitchell. Following the basket by MP. To Mann. Pass to Nance. A free ball. Hornets with the rebound. Porter's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Get a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Wednesday, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks coming into town. Then on Friday, they'll start it on the road and play the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And that game against Memphis, this is a game that they are expected to win, but sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
Mitchell, he's checked in for the Hornets.
And he's showing a little more aggressiveness, getting himself to the line here in the second quarter.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. The fans at the Bulls games are in very good company because Don C is in the crowd. In fact, guys, I'm wearing some of his stuff tonight. I like the trip.
One of Chicago's premier streetwear designers, from shoes to hats. His styles have definitely made a mark on the league.
Now, here's MP. It's good from long range. MP's got 15.
Hitting threes, so crucial. MP providing great spacing there.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. On the wing, man. Covered by MP. Pass to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Hornets on top, just dominating this one. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
The Hornets.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race. We get to see the haves and the have-nots on this list.
A few of have-nots have really disappointed. Jack, have I ever disappointed you?
Never on the court, Kenny, but as a broadcaster, still not sure about you.
You'll come around.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Charlotte Hornets.
The defense should get a talk. they've been getting splashed on all game. And I'm just sitting back watching the show.
And as great as they've been, the show still has a second act. It can all change in a flash.
Can you say splash on TV?
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Brandon Miller has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. MP out there with LaMelo Ball. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Brandon Miller. And it's Ford at the 5. Now Ball. Here's Ball. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Here's Porter. Buries it down low. He's got 16.
And out of the pick and roll, Porter showing great coordination, fluidity, and versatility.
Man passes to Williams. Back to Man. Pass to Mitchell. Here's Man. Covered by MP. No good from 11 feet. And so MP will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Baseline J on the way. Almost swings it in.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
And so it's Charlotte with it. The Bulls getting the bucket. Miller, no luck.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Man, covered by MP. Outside Williams. And sends a screen for Williams. That one a tad off the end of the right, but drops in for him. Williams has got 11. Ball gets to 4. MP with it. 15 points in the game. Takes the 3. And once again, off the mark by Schultz.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Here's Mitchell. Counted good. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Ball, the pass to MP. Porter kicks to Miller. From deep. Connects from 3-point range. Miller's got 27 points.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Demand. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. Pass to Mitchell on the wing. Williams. Hands a screen. A shot by Williams, no good. Hornets beaten by 17. Instead, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. I personally, I love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
McCain's shot is off.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Bulls have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. 12.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the knee to shreds.
MP finds ball. Back to MP. Ball, the pass to Ford. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Well, he can get you the ball in a number of ways. That time with a great bounce pass.
Delano Banton's checked in for the Hornets. He throw good. Ford. Bulls have gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. And stolen by MP. Good for another field goal. Number 5 of the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Well, MP knows these are high-value looks inside.
Ball against Mitchell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Mitchell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Pass to Ford. Porter with it. On the wing, MP. Defended by Man. Shot clock at 5. There's Ball with the 3. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
For 3.
MP's got his 7th assist in the game. Launches it. Man gets the bucket. 15 points in the game.
Well, already an improvement for him from beyond the arc in this half.
Outside, Ball. Pass to Benton. Outside, Porter. Again, the Hornets score.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Bulls have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. And stolen by MP. Drops in the breakaway layup. MP's got 19 points. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Hornets.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And I'm telling you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
And so it's Charlotte with it. The Bulls knocking down the 3. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Pollard, he's checked in for Williams. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Wilkins is checked in for Porter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Pass to Pollard. Here's McCain. They get it again. Right wing. Another shot. And it's Ford with the rebound. Ford's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Wilkins finds Ball. Here's Ford. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists in the game. Pass to McCain. Mitchell outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. LaMelo Ball picks one up, and he's got his first free throw of the game.
Team foul. At the line.
And the first one at the line is good. And you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think number 1, anytime there was a lack of effort, you're not running back on defense, things like that. That I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
And the Bulls with another miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, the defender tried to get away with a foul right there, but MP exposed it.
The Hornets have been made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
They've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line. We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And both free throws good for MP. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is all over the league. Teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for MP.
We've seen him progress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
Here's Daniels after the Bulls pick up 2, and he's good on the 3 ball.
And they have been relentless from deep, and you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively. Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Trent, a screen on Mitchell. Daniels, no good. Chicago's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Pass to man. For 3, Mitchell. Hornets with the rebound. MP's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
Here's man. Following the basket by MP. Knocked away. And here we go. MP heading to the hoop.
That's a great effort by MP, putting himself in a position to succeed.
A minute 50 left here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Mitchell. 8 points for him. A 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Mitchell's got 9 points here in the 2nd half.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the 2nd half.
MP, no good. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Here's man. And it's sent back by Wilkins. MP kicks to Trent. Kicks it out to MP. Pass to Benton. MP outside. Shot clock at 6. Misses the 3. Chicago's gone 3 and 7 from 3-point range here in quarter number 3. There's 45 seconds left in the 3rd. Here's Benton. Drives to the hoop. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
Mobley, he's jacked in for the Bulls. And he sinks the 2nd. The Bulls shooting straight 49% from the field. And stolen by MP. Lays it in off the breakaway. MP's got 32 points.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Pass to Pollard. Here is House. Now Gibson, defended by Trent. Oh, good from Gibson.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
MP, that's for 2. Oh my goodness, with no time left on the clock.
Without a moment to spare, he
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets, way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. From the field, they have had some changes here. And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
Chicago's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Mitchell is out there with Trey Mann. Then it's Nance. Then it's Williams. And it's McCain in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Williams kicks to Mitchell. Ford against Nance. On the wing, man. A floater. That one goes. Counting. Man's got 14 points now in the second half. Hornets have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Pass to Garrett. There's the screen. Fires from deep. Rebound by Williams. Down low. Hands. Again, slows it in.
And you always depend on him for what to lead you to the right place with that pass. Money.
Here's MP. Yes, that goes in. MP's got 39.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
He swipes the ball away again.
And you gotta be careful around him.
No, Greg, he's been coming up with some incredible steals so far. Williams kicks to Mitchell. Here's McCain. Williams, a screen on Wilkins. Kept alive. Out to Nance. Here's Mann. Covered by MP. 6 to shoot. Mann can't hit. Charlotte shooting extremely well. 62% of the night to this point. MP, no good. And Chicago shooting and hitting almost everything here in the fourth, up around 58% from the field. Williams with 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Ford's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Garrett. And here's MP for 3. Rebound by Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 5th rebound in this one. Oh, Nance in position. Throws down the alley slam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Trent outside. MP passes to Wilkins. Back to MP. Wilkins setting the pick for MP. And with the rebound. Man's got 10 rebounds now tonight. So Stan, I've been wondering about these different approaches. The development system for youth basketball is vastly different in the U.S. than in Europe. Which do you think is best?
Well, I think in terms of developing skills, Kevin, we've seen it. The European players of all sizes have very well-rounded games skill-wise. They do a lot of work on a daily basis developing those skills, whereas in the U.S., our young guys play a lot of games in the AAU system. Skill development not as strong, but they do learn to compete on an everyday basis.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Hornets.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
But the subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And you can hardly say this win surprised anyone with the season these guys have put together. Win after win all year long. What a record-breaking year this team has put together. A season for the record books.
As we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far They've won 2 straight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long. And that was the last thing they needed. Now the clock is stopped, and they put them on the line.
Good on both. 43 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Outside Wilkins. Pass to Benton. Charlotte moving the ball around. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Wilkins. MP's got 41. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Mann. Williams, that's a 2-pointer. And the Bulls with another miss.
That will do it. We're going to win by 43.
Now,
We got another
MP.
40-point game.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. A resounding victory for them.